There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. 30 base.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Yes, yes.
Three's the mic. 93's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
Ready?
Ito Smith, his first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, orbit.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Get it.
From the gun, Riley. He's got Smith here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 24. Check 24.
61. Matchbox lights. Smoke. 5.
Back to throw. Riley. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go. Defense.
Operating from the gun, Riley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I got one. Back. Check. Check safety.
Recon, 132 fighter. They're going.
Throwing again. Riley. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Check, 93's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
5.
Check, 93's the mic. Switch. Check, 93's the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw on 3rd down. Riley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Set. 18 Gator. Look at me. Door.
Check three.
Tight dog.
Watch the safety creep. Check
Hard. Lee Griffin.
Smith trying to run for it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Check. Press down. Check, 93's the mic.
Hey, lock it.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, Sue.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, guys. We go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Son, what's the plan? Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Let them know. Check three. Go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check. Check hot route. Hot route. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get it ready.
From the gun, Riley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go.
Looking to throw. Riley letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Quick the edge. Come. Watch the edge.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Bang, 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 bang. Slant.
Leo.
13, check 13. Out, 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 out.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 36. Kill.
Snap.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Just like that. Just like that. Max box. Right.
To throw is Brissett. And it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Come on. You better bring it. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Brissett. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Not today. Check the hot read. Rotate. Spell.
Throwing. Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Coming to you. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Heavy on the edges. Let's go. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the mark, boy. 51. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
To throw again. Riley. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Mike 51. There it goes. There it goes. 51's the mark.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Go.
Back to throw. Riley. Cooper's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go.
Check 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Cover.
Lead grip.
First down, here's White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
51's the mic. I'm coming.
6-6. Pull it high.
Second and 5. He's got it to James White. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
Check 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. I'm coming for you. You might.
Looking to throw. Riley. It's caught. This is White. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Check it backer. Check it backer. Switch. Showing it.
Rock it.
Flare.
Ready.
On second down, they'll run with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Let's go defense. And here we go. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Get it.
Back to throw. Riley. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Here we go. 8 read. Put up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Riley able to find Shaheen here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
18 Gator. Hey.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. It's just me.
Hey, exit.
It's just me and you. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the run.
2nd and 6. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey, Orbit.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Look at me. Zipper. Smoke.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Now.
Looking to throw. Riley. His pass caught at the 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Reset. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big series right here. So we got to step in. He's checking. Crash. Check 43.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. Back to throw. Riley. He's got the connection to Cooper. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Even. 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let's go.
2nd and 2. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Number 16, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 4.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Riley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wide, get wide. Wait.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch.
So that'll back them up 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Check 31.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch your leg. Switch.
They'll run it with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Tighten up. 66, pull it, half.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 51. Hey, pick your game up.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for two.
Come on. That's it. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Check Mike. Check Mike. Right here, right. 51. Mike, 51. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Let's go. Mike, 51.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. First down, Falcons.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
4 down. Alert.
Back to throw. Riley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
He don't know no better. Big ass. Check nickel. Check 9. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Lucky. Check.
Ready.
Now a give, right side. Vaughn, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch out. Check 26.
General West.
Check 24. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Get it.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's coming. Double up.
Bam.
Now a give, right side. Bourne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check.
Yeah. Go.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Looking to throw. Riley. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
All day, defense. All day. Rush in.
49, check 49.
Shoot. No. Off.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go.
Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be.
Here's Brissett. And Adams has it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's good for Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Hatchet.
To throw, Brissett. This will be caught by Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Danny. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's box. Mike. 51's the mic. Rip right. Press forward. Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches at the Packers' 34-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Check 25. Safe.
Hey, 61, matchbox lights.
Switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Slam! Sponge! No!
Go! Let's go!
On first down, it's Vaughn. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Shift. Check 24.
Shoot. They'll try the left side. Vaughn. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check safety. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3.
It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard on the sneak. Not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Check 3. Tight dog. Watch the safety creep. Check 50. Check. Press.
80 weapon. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You must be true. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Rip left, rip left. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's Brissett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I got him.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Brissett now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Check 3, check 3.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch twist.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 51 6 to Pittsburgh.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now set on 4th down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Henry. Calm crack. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Brissett now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they continue to put themselves in position for a first